Okay, I'm back with another one, and this time I'm discussing should you give up the way you make a living for your purpose? Which one is the most important to you? Because you get people who go into jobs that they don't like and they're feeling burned out. They're not motivated to go to them when they have to wake up in the morning or whatever shift they work, second shift, third shift, doesn't matter. And then the motivation just isn't there, and they may feel like they're supposed to be doing something else that is more than this. They might have a skill set in it, but it's just something now that's pulling on them, that's saying I have to find something inside where I can make money off of it, and then once I do, I can leave this job that I'm at, because now this is my purpose. The job is just making a living, having some money to pay the bills, but the purpose, they say, is something that you would do for free. You wouldn't even have to get paid for it. And so being able to monetize that really brings it all full circle. So it's a lot of people out there, even I've experienced this, where I just feel like, okay, there's something else that I want to, turn into, pivot to, and actually feel like that would be my purpose versus me just going to the office now. It's not a bad job, but it's just something in me where I feel like, okay, even I've had those thoughts where, okay, it's something else that I need to push towards versus what I've been doing with computers since 2006. And then me, year 40 coming in 2025, I've had those feelings of more recently of saying, okay, what's next? Because these jobs and things get, it's the same thing each day that you're there. And that's on any job. Other things may have a little bit more, what's the word? I wouldn't say excitement, but a little bit different in terms of the day to day. Like if you work in the hospital or you're a firefighter, you're a police officer, certain things are a little bit more, even though you're dealing with the same issues, they can be a little bit more unique. Whereas other people, they may just feel like a robot. I felt like a robot at times just because it's the same computer issues over and over since 2006. And so, you're just there for the technical support and, password reset or the email is not working. The same old, easy to fix, to correct, but just doing it Monday through Friday, it just becomes, mundane. It starts to slow you down, and you're looking for the motivation, wherever that's going to come from, maybe change of scenery. And so I think it's more so your purpose that might be pulling you in that direction. It's tugging on you. You can't just ignore it and just say, let me just stick this out. You looking for your purpose. Some say your purpose will show through the work that you do, not at the job that you're at, but just the way you move about in your daily life. The purpose will come. Like I said in past videos, I really like expressing my opinions and talking to you all on here. And yes, I know there are people who have monetized this, and some people I've even seen on YouTube have quit their jobs after the fact, and now this pays their monthly bills while they're making content videos. And for me, it's definitely an outlet. You can express yourself, and then you just try and get better with each video you're speaking, and just give your thoughts and opinions on things. And for me, it's definitely relaxing, therapeutic. Other people who said it seems kind of weird, they couldn't make videos just staring at a camera, whatever the case may be. And I was off camera at the beginning. I just started this channel in February this year, but then got more comfortable turning on the camera as the months went by. And so now it's October, and so I am 8 months in with this channel. And so gotten more comfortable actually getting on camera to be able to, express how I'm feeling about things. And, I genuinely like this. It's something that, I'm able to actually put my thoughts into, and you get a lot off your chest. And so, I like talking to the people. And so again, going back to, your purpose, and as you do things and how you actually look forward to doing it, I think those little internal symbols, internal signs, those things kind of pull us toward what our purpose is. Again, the hard part can be getting paid for your purpose. But, should you give up making a living for your purpose? Ultimately, you end up making a living with your purpose. That's the end goal. But how long are people willing to wait? I would never say stop making a living in terms of the income you're getting before whatever your purpose is, and you're able to make money doing that. And then now that takes care of the bills. But how long do you think you should wait to go after your purpose? I don't think it's people waiting. It's just people trying to find out exactly what it is at different ages. Just trying to see where I fit in at, what's comfortable, and what's really going to help me go to the next level, and not a job where I'm getting tired of getting up, going to it, and maybe not motivated. You're just doing it to do it, and just doing it to do it, and now it just feels robotic. And that's not a feeling that you ever want to, experience. A lot of people go through that, all because for a lack of purpose. And I've heard people say in the past, you are you are not your job. Your job is what you do, it's not who you are. Some people introduce themselves with their job title. They'll say, hey, I'm a lawyer. But being a lawyer is what you do, not who you are. But we flip things around and we go off of purpose, and then you probably could say that's job as a description of you, because that is you. You're doing what you're born to do, what your gut feeling is telling you. This is me stepping into my purpose, whether it be opening that restaurant, opening that gym, opening that club, whatever the case may be, YouTube, etc., etc. And so I don't think we should shut our purpose out. It can definitely lead to burnout, I understand, when you still not making money doing your purpose. Maybe you are, again, for those who haven't found it, and for those who have, now the next step is, okay, how do I get this to also be able to pay bills as well? And so, and that part can be, tough, maybe even a little discouraging, because you're trying to figure out how can what I love to do, pay, electric bill, gas bill, things like that, and allow you to be comfortable and actually look forward to, your job, how you make a living, because now you living within the whole purpose. But how long do you wait? How long would you wait to get to your purpose? You see some people who just quit jobs without a plan B, and that I don't recommend, but I've seen them make videos about it in terms of their next steps. And then some people step out on faith, they say, and just go ahead and quit the job, and then go into what they feel their purpose is, and just put everything 100% into that. And they live off savings, I guess whatever makes you comfortable. Sacrificing, making a living for your purpose. And so, or some people may have done it the other way around and have let go of their purpose just so they have something stable where they're making a living. But then they might not be happy. They might be miserable. I don't know what their end game is. So, I guess it's up to the individual in terms of, how bad they really want it. Otherwise, you mess around and suffer a type of burnout because you're not trying to no longer be at the job that you're at this certain time and leave at that certain time. It'd be different if it was, your purpose, but at this point, you're like just clocking in, clocking out, and it's robotic. It's the same thing, same routine, and that can really drive people over the edge. They just don't feel, fulfilled, or there's something that's not there, that's missing, where they can really sit in their purpose. And then from there, you see the attitude change, their outlooks on things change, the energy completely changes versus them getting up and going somewhere that, again, is just to make a living. And so, how many of you right now listening to this do you feel you're living in your purpose right now? Put it down in the comments. Or are you all still trying to navigate that space? And right now, you just feel like the job that you do have is just a means to an end. Maybe it's taking up mental space in your head since you have to focus when you're there. But you're back feeling happy and joyful once you're done at the job. And now you're back to just free to do what you want to do. Is it that type of feeling? And so you count down the time while you're at the job until it's time to go. That's probably not the best thing to do. Don't focus on that clock. But when something is pulling you somewhere else where you feel your purpose is, it can be hard to just put on the stone face and focus at, the job that you're at. And so it's definitely a lot to take in, and just who's feeling that type of way. When do I get to walk in my purpose, lead in my purpose, and then watch how the energy of people around you even change once you do that? It's almost like they'll be able to sense it. And so it's definitely, I think, a great feeling for those that are making a living in their purpose and not just making a living. Because, we still have to make money. It's a resource. But I think there's certain, the way we want to balance this whole thing out. You don't want to just be at your job for however long, 35, 40 years, and then retire from there. And then that's it. Have pension, maybe, and Social Security, maybe on that too. Whatever you've got saved up in your 401k. And then that just be it. Because to me, the issue is not about still working even at 70 something years old. It's what am I working for me? That's the thing. I wouldn't mind working for me at 75. But what I won't do is still be working for other people, in my 60s. That's not, that's not something that would be the route that I want to go to. And other people may feel that way. Some people try and retire in their 50s. But for me, it's not just about retiring from, a corporate job, but me making money in my purpose. I can keep doing that, and then you can pass that business on down into the family. But to actually be working for other people in your 60s on up, and no, that's not something that I can do. And so again, all of these things, and there's other people that feel the same way that I've seen on the internet, posts about these things. And so the next thing is just trying to avoid the burnout, but at the same time, look at things that you're into and where can those be monetized at. It may not be able to make you money in the state that you're in or the country that you're in. You may have to move around. Change of scenery can help. And so those are just some things to think about. I wanted to, do a video on purpose and then, making a living and how, you got the two. People might feel like they're trapped in between the two, making a living, purpose. You want to go towards the purpose, but, all of the steps aren't necessarily there going in that direction. So it's a little tricky. The making a living is what you went to school for or trade school, whatever the case may be. That's safe. And not to say that a job that you got out of college can't be your purpose. There are people who feel that's their purpose in the jobs that they're in, but then you got so many who just the whole corporate job thing, no matter which company you're at, they just feel like, no, there has to be more for me to be doing and not just come in here and then eventually retire after 35 years. So that's the thing. I understand that. I get that. And so, there's a lot of people out here that, feel that way. Like I said, I've gone through it too. And I'm still trying to get into how I would monetize my purpose as well. Of course, doing these type of videos, and I said I really like doing this, and to be able to monetize that would be another great second stream of income. So definitely something I'm looking into. But this really helps for anyone that likes to express themselves. And you don't have to put it on YouTube like me, but just being able to talk, it's just you, it's quiet here at home. It's just you and the camera, so you can't be, afraid. Just talk, let it flow, express yourself, talk about you, and then see how much of a therapy session it could be for you just hearing yourself out without any interruptions. So it's just food for thought, something to think about. I think we need to all be aware of our purpose and then just go from there. I don't think our purpose is any particular human being. Like some people may try and make their child their purpose, but I don't think a person can be your purpose. Yeah, your child is your responsibility, but they have their own purpose. And so they move around. You as mom or dad just can't pack up and go with them. They're following their own purpose. You have to follow yours if you are a parent. So I don't think a purpose can be a person. It don't even have to necessarily be your child. Some people, like I say, put people on pedestals and make that person their purpose and live through them. And I think your purpose always has to be you. And from that, you'll get other people in your circle who are on the same life path. They're on their own journey, but you're around like-minded people who are operating in their purpose, or at least trying to get to it, find it, narrow it down to what it is, the things that they're feeling, that they know that they're into. And then the next step is, how can I get this to pay the bills? So you don't want to just sit around and end up being miserable because you never try to operate in your purpose. Please try and do that. Especially, if you're a person already in your 30s or already in your 40s, try and get to that purpose and just kind of sit back and think and quiet your mind in terms of what exactly that is. It may be something that you dibble dabble in, but just haven't taken it seriously enough. Ask God as well to help you sit in your purpose, and from there make a living doing it, just to guide your steps, so you know what to really go into in terms of what your purpose is. Some people's purpose is film. They want to write scripts for movies. That's more dealing with the arts. And that very well could be their purpose. So I guess we have to use our best judgment. Don't let anybody sway you from what your purpose is. And then, we just go from there. So let me know what you all think in the comments as well about purpose versus making a living. Making a living may sound more safe, but your purpose can free you. Are you making money in your purpose right now? Do you feel you are? Please let me know down in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, Facts of Feelings. All one word, no spaces. Type that into the YouTube search, Facts of Feelings, no spaces, and this channel comes right up. And just let me know you guys' thoughts on purpose. I'm out. Till next time.